Welcome back, guys, to today's awesome Blu-ray purchases, part 2, the Scream Factory edition. So I went out and got a couple of titles that weren't the Scream Factory Collector's Edition, just some of their standard titles that I just don't seem like a good time to pick up. And let's get right to it. The first up was a Twofer, a vampire comedy double feature, Love at First Bite, and Once Bitten. Of course, Love at First Bite with George Hamilton and Susan St. James, and Jim Carrey in Once Bitten with Lauren Hutton, Clavon Little. This is a great little, nothing special on here, just the trailers. But, I've always loved Once Bitten. I think it's a very, not talked about too much, but I think it's a fun little comedy. It's not great, but it's fun. Once Bitten, Love at First Bite. Kind of a nice little, again, a little vampire romantic comedy, whatever, from the early 80s with George Hamilton. And in here you got just basically one disc, nothing fancy. Both movies on the same disc. And on the back covers you just got some nice stills from the films. But I mean, these are, for what they are, it's nice to get these on, a Blu-ray for these little films. And for me, this is also nice because it's a kind of an upgrade for my DVD copy of Once Bitten. So, very, very nice to have that. And I can get rid of that and add this nice little double feature. So, next up on the list was a little 80s slasher, Final Exam. Some may pass the test, God help the rest. So, you got a couple good special features on here, audio commentaries mostly, and a couple interviews. But not much. It's your disc. On the cover, I can't get this thing. There we go. There's an image on here. If I can get it out. Static bling is kind of heavy on this. There we go. But it's just blood splattering. That's really all it is. Nothing much. Pretty simple. Pretty cut and dry. Oops. Too far. So yeah, so there's Final Exam. Next up, something with... This is a great title. It's one of those ones I got just because... Well, it's a great sound. It's... Is that right there? Don't say it. Hiss it. Nice little weird science fiction horror film with Dirk Benedict and Strother Martin. Which got a very interesting interview with Dirk Benedict. He seems kind of a little wild and out there. Chomping on a cigar. And this was... I heard about it for a while, but this was covered on the Grindbin podcast, I believe, sometime back, if memory serves. And if so, I will get the link and attach to this so you can check out that episode. And you gotta love this. The first cover art. Zanuck and Brown, who brought you Jaws, now present a major horror film. Also called Snake. But so much better. How do you market that? Just, hey guys, have you seen Sssss? Well, it worked, obviously, I have it. So, and then the last feature is the Blu-ray DVD combo of The Town That Dreaded Sundown. The original. Now I have an interesting history with this film in that years and years ago, I remember seeing this at the video store. And my girlfriend at the time, we used to go to the video store all the time. Like almost every weekend. And she always saw us want to pick it up. Because, it's based on a true story. It's got to be really good. So I finally wrote down and got it. I remember watching it and thinking, this is just silly. Just goofy. It wasn't as good as it seemed like it should be. Fast forward to last year. This played... What was last year? Was it last year? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was last year. It could be the year before, I don't know. at the local drive-in, and I watched it again. And again, it was still kind of silly, but it had a certain charm that I didn't appreciate originally, and it just made me, decide I want to pick this up. So I did, and it's got a couple of good special features here. Interview with Andrew Prine and Dawn Wells. Dawn Wells, I believe, just passed away recently. Trailer. But what's cool about this is that it comes with, on the DVD version, because it's a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, and on the DVD combo, or DVD disc, it comes with an extra film, The Evictors. So that's kind of cool. You got a bonus movie in there. And you see the backside here. Town of the Dreaded Sundown, and then The Evictors. So I think that's kind of cool, 2 for the price of 1 on that. That's a nice little deal. So that is the Scream Factory portion. Get these all up in here. Yeah, the Scream Factory portion of today's awesome Blu-ray purchases. So stick around, hopefully, for part 3 coming up. So yeah, until then, Chuck, I'll see you on the other side for part 3.